research, statue under pressure till the 42nd answer. All my fellow skeletons adore the army dance. Here flies some eyeballs, scab some elbows. Even those guts in under like hell no. Only one thing comes to those who wait. It's never too late to embrace your fate. So may death come swiftly and gently to you. Remember, Marianne and I come and do. Save your convictions, they never will do. This what you say is at least 1/7.5 billion true. You bear a striking resemblance, some kind of semblance also that I've been remembering. You appear familiar to you. You look just like my bathroom. Please, policeman, know the trouble. Why please let me go? Please, policeman, music dance. I won't know till I'm under arrest. Yourself in a situation such as this, well, give me a lesson and listen, baby, because I got a lesson for you. You're in the middle of a 9-hour drive along I-95. It's hour 8 or 9, and you're just fighting to stay alive. I mean, woo, the thrill of surviving. And you notice those red, white, and blue lights coming up. Nearer, then they appear in your rear view a mirror. Filling you to the brim with fear. You got just a couple miles left to get back to Jersey. You got a couple of, it's only CBD hemp flower, it's legal, but you don't want to have to deal with that. And you got a little bottle of psilocybin mushroom extract capsules you got from a furry in Delaware. So you're well aware that them boys in blue, it is true, and yes they do really appreciate when you let them know that you know your rights. They don't take it as a sign of defiance or insolence whatsoever, I promise. Say I'm being detained. They're not allowed to do that indefinitely, or so I'm told. Am I under arrest? If you're not, they're not allowed to detain you for any longer. I know my rights, 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 what are my rights? I want my phone call. Please, policeman, know me the tell. Well, please let me go. Please, policeman, listen to tell. Say that do double it down, no. Please, policeman, know me the tell. Well, please let me go. Please, policeman, listen to tell. Come on, don't you know I'm under arrest? I've got what I can only refer to as stage 4 TMJ. Experts say it's only a matter of time before they have to give me the old Glasgow smile and try and pop. The ligaments are just gone. I don't know how it happens. It's on both sides now. Started off as clicking and now it's banging is a more accurate onomatopoeia for what's happening inside my face. I almost choked on an ice cube. A hell of a way to go. So all you have to do is wait. So, my name's Will Wood. I'm from New Jersey. I was conceived in the autumn of 1992 despite the use of 3 forms of contraception. I don't know what bothers me more, the fact that my parents are trying so hard to avoid my existence, or the fact that they still do. So, autumn conception, summer birth, I'm Cancer. At least that's what my parents call me. Yeah, these jokes are bad. And they're disingenuous too. I get along perfectly well with my parents. I do. The last conversation we had didn't go over that great, but you know, that was years ago. So. Where was I before I sucked?
Jersey.
That is where I was. A few days ago. And then you know what, I'm not going to tell you what's happened every night since then. That's a boring thing to do on stage and incriminating. So, pretty sure anybody who knows anything about singing will tell you that Diet Pepsi is not what you sing on stage, what you drink on stage. It's also not what you sing on stage, unless you've been hired by Diet Pepsi to sing about them. But I haven't yet. The songs I've been playing, and God, I hope my phone's okay. Yes, it's okay. The songs I've been playing and will continue to play for the rest of the night. Basically, my therapist says I have a borderline personality. How dare her? And so most of these songs are about me just trying to be alive, and my raging fucking narcissism. Basically, I'm very self-absorbed, but also very depressed. So I spend a lot of time looking in the mirror, going, "Man, if looks could kill, that'd be great." So at this point, I'm stalling because I don't plan out what songs I'm gonna sing before I get on stage. I try to feel out the room, but I can't feel you people. I'm not going. Never mind. Look, y'all in the back, don't be shy. Come a little closer. I won't bite. Not that hard. I'm looking right at you, man. I'm looking directly at you. It's not a Will Wood show if I don't antagonize at least one or two members of the audience. Fuck you! Crowd work. Alright. So, this, I got CDs, I got t-shirts, I got crew necks, I got hats. I only do this for money. I know that since I'm doing a whole avant-garde Randy Newman on crack thing, you assume I'm doing it for the love of whatever passion I have for this weird vision I have. No, I do it to sell t-shirts. So, in case any of you folks, not in case, you do want them, and if anybody says anything that suggests otherwise, I will take it personally. I design it all myself, so if you don't give me your money, I take it as a personal affront. That's really how I get people to buy things at my shows, is by making them uncomfortable and guilting them. It's a trait I learned from my mom. She's a realtor and a Jew. I hope nobody filmed me saying she's a realtor and a Jew, because I'm Jewish and I feel okay making jokes about Jewishosity. But there's only so much context. Anyway, can I drool up here? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Is that a yes from somebody who has the authority to give me that?
Yes.
It's a continuous yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Do it.
So I picked up this thing. What are we doing? I should be singing songs. Okay. The song's called Black Box Warrior. Well, he collapsed with Steve Well, the way he spun his butterfly wrist all sixes for the energies of Roman candles at both ends in his synapses. And the method with which he recycled his human Trojan horse, his blood pressure, and raised the LD50, yes, yes. And through flight of fight revelation, shaking the black box warrior, he skipped this town and headed straight down history. Skills himself from reason in a Kevlar baby blue tuxedo, quilted from the finest fibers, fresh and fiberglass and flowers. Ego, a mosquito, evil incarnate, good incognito, pops placebos for his libido, screaming, bless the torpedoes. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Lotus jugular when they came. They found him with a map to every victim of his love and a tattoo of Blue Jay on his face. They waited for his battle signs to lie and live that light, right him out in Hungarian harmonic. When he tucked his noggin through his nose, St. Brown Lang Syne. Had he brought into the succulent sub-dire hydroponics. Zirkage was a hornet's nest. Palpitations at the beat in his Vegas nerve church and not an axle hitch and carrot then. He wondered if Christ consciousness would charge a cancellation fee off Wiener's aim. Au revoir, he gripped his wits right by their ends. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Welcome. Why don't you take a seat? Get comfortable. Take a second if you need to. Now, what's bothering you? Well, why not start at the beginning? Growing up, how was your relationship with the fundamentals of conscious existence? Did you have xenon orchid sinews filling down the outer center of your blooming Escher Mandelbrot head? And how about seven knuckle thumbs under clapping caskets closed? Did you get along well with the Gideon bugler pineal glands, your projector eyes casting sci-fis on your FTR strands? Tell me about your nerves of steel from under Bacchus' bloody nose. Did the Vivian Himbas tie-dye you? Your ears pierced by a Phineas Gage flagpole? Did you die before your day? Tuesday traction, Thursday titration. My hope is to assess through my objective report of your subjective conjecture whether or not this proprietary blend of expertise and seasoning works as well as this transorbital ice pick. Holistic ballistics, you got a better idea? What? That's about the best we can come up with. You think ideas spread because they're good? No, they spread because people like them. So now, once again, here we are, holding as it were a mirror up to your mirror. I guess it's just something people do. Oh, but I just put your infrastructure one to every motor-function coin up nations of the dead. When you mainline your animals, karate, chop your abacus, and learn to be an animal instead. But I really think you're better than this, your modus operandi, because it's Nazis, Nazism, and suicide. Why do others beat you when it is you who are the problem, not the things you do when something sick inside? Lithium and dialectics, boy, you really is defective. CBD don't seem effective for the cluster P. Accepting, offer up your innocence. Please ignore the side effects. You've lost your mind and almost lost your life before, so you'll be fine. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, I would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no one looking back, and why would you want to look back? I think it's love and looking back, so try to look forward now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, I would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back. Yeah, it's looking up, all looking. This is about the part of the show where I do this thing. I've been practicing for a long time. Hold on a second, let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm like 3 days, 4 days, I don't know, into this ill-conceived and poorly routed tour, and I hate everything. I thought touring solo, I like touring solo, but there's a fine line between solitude and isolation, and hotels just bring out all the bad, and they yell at me, and I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep, and then I call the front desk, and like, there's nobody in the room next to you, and I'm like, oh no! But I get really fucking tired mostly of yelling and trying to be Danny Elfman. Thank you. A couple of Oingo Boingo fans in the house. And by a couple I mean him and me, that's it. I get fucking exhausted, I get really fucking tired and angry and frustrated, and because I like being, fucking Jimmy Buffett on crack. I like doing the Billy Joel on meth thing. I like doing the name a singer-songwriter and put the drugs on it, because that's a Lil Wood thing. But it's not really what I want to do with my life. I got a record over there that you'll buy called Selfish, and it's basically just like half an hour of me screaming about Buddhism and suicide, and I don't want to do that. And no, fuck you. What I'm saying is, I get tired of putting on the Will Wood character that. It's hard for you to be getting meta already when most of you guys, I think, probably don't know me, but I get sick of doing what I just did for you, and so I kind of want to do something for me. I kind of want to just be the guy who plays Will Wood as opposed to Will Wood, if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. I did that at another show, that spiel right there. Like usually when I ask down, when I'm like, hey guys, kind of like be myself, people will be like, yeah, all right, man, that's great, yeah, let's do it. And then other times they'll be like, no, suffer for me, clown. And I started getting a kick out of that bit, and then I realized that me every night going, I hate this, I want to be myself, was just another layer of a person that I'm trapped. Help me. I'm stuck inside a person who's stuck inside a person. No. Anyway. I think that was a tagline to an episode of Sex Send Me to the ER. Amazing that they made an entire show out of that. One season sounds like no, apparently it happens a lot. Anyway, this is a song that I wrote about how much I hate the medication that saved my life, I guess.